After this happened, Simone made a comment on Instagram in response to a fan who was complaining about her marriage. In response to this, Simone said, "Being in the spotlight can be too much sometimes. It makes me cry, man. I never asked for all of this. I'm just a gymnast. I appreciate y'all's support, but sometimes being under this microscope can be too much." Despite Simone being hurt by what's going on, most fans are still demanding that she breaks up with her husband, and people are saying that her husband is a walking red flag. Fans on social media are incredibly mad over Jonathan's comments about her. One fan said, "He obviously cannot respect Simone if he would say that in public. He doesn't respect her and he will cheat. Simone, dump him before it's too late." Another fan said, "Simone needs to break up with her husband. Who the hell goes on camera saying they're a bigger catch than their wife? I would leave immediately if this happened to me." And finally, one more fan said, "You're a black athlete and you've never heard of Simone Biles, the black woman who created Olympic history 4 years prior to your dating, who had multiple accolades with ESPN and the ASPs and Time Magazine."
What's going on, Passport family? Welcome back to another episode of Men on the Move. Guys, I have been watching this whole discussion about Jonathan Owens and his wife Simone Biles, him going on a Pivot podcast and saying that he believes he's the prize, that he always says that men are the prize. And man, when I tell you that woman went ballistic, Passport family, woman went crazy. I mean, women are going as far as to say that they hope Simone Biles gets a divorce from her husband. Now, mind you, in this interview, he has been talking so good about this woman for an hour-long interview, but a minute clip was enough to make all these women angry just because he said he believed that men are the prize, and he will always say that men are the prize. Passport family, I keep telling you that these American women are so twisted, man. So twisted. They are asking for Simone Biles to divorce her husband. Hell, they have only probably been married for, I believe, a year, maybe a year and a half, and they are so ready for her to get a divorce. And I've been watching Pink Book Lessons, and she reminded me that these women were so upset with Simone Biles talking about her hairstyle, talking about how her hairstyle was so ugly when she got married.
I think we forgot that these same Nimrods shamed this woman when she got married, making dumb comments about her hair when it was nothing wrong with that woman's hair. But of course, black women are the main ones wanting to be accepted for their skin color and textures and all this other stuff. But they're always the first ones and usually the only ones to talk about a woman's hair.
But yet they have something to say about her being married to a man that, from what I can see, is genuinely in love with this woman. He doesn't have any kids as far as what I know of. She doesn't have any kids. He is a good catch. He is the prize. And hell, they will go as far as to compare his fame, say that he's not famous enough. She's more famous than him. She makes more money than him. The guy's a multi-millionaire. Either way you slice it. And you see, Passport family, I keep telling you, it does not matter what you have. It does not matter what you can do. American women just they don't give a damn about you. Imagine working your ass off, working hard to be in the NFL. You don't just fall into the NFL. You don't just fall into that job. You have to work your ass off. This shit is hard. And he had to work through college. He had to go through college to get to the NFL, to be where he's at today. And even then, you can have women look at you and tell you to your face that you ain't shit. That you still ain't shit, nigga. Imagine that. Imagine that. Now, what do you think is left for the average guy? You see, Passport family, it is so important for you to understand. You got to get your passport. I also want you guys to take notice. Take notice at the way they are attacking Simone Biles. Look at the way they are attacking this woman. They're telling this woman, "Oh, you need to divorce your husband." Or they're telling her that your husband is going to be cheating on you, that he is cheating on you, or that you're paying all of the bills. You make more than him, so you're a better woman than him. You need to find a better man that's more on your level. Passport family, take note to that and understand. Apply that to bringing your woman back to the States. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine bringing that foreign woman, that woman that was so feminine over there in Colombia or Brazil or DR or Thailand. Imagine bringing that woman back to the States and getting around twisted ass women like this. Can you imagine her having all of that toxicity in her ear? Changing her from the innocent woman that you knew before? That is what demonic, twisted women like this do in America. And this is why it's so important for you not to bring these women back to the States. And I also want to go back to the fact that Jonathan Owens is an NFL player. No matter if he's the greatest, if he's the best or not, he made it to the NFL, which is not easy, and that's something to be proud of. But Passport family, the fact that these women can stick a finger in his face and tell him that he's no good, it's incredible, Passport family. Imagine that. You see, the red pill pushes that men need to be on their purpose. They need to be on their grind. They need to get their weight up as far as fitness, their money, their game. Jonathan Owens, for the most part, represents every bit of that. And women can still tell him that he's not worth anything. They can still tell him that he ain't shit, that he's a beta male, that he should be lucky that he's with a woman. You see, Passport family, America is just so twisted when it comes down to dating. It is far more worth your time to learn a new language, get your passport, and experience a new culture. I'm out.